All right, hi guys. Gonna do my hung high account here in Rookie. I've had a quick playthrough. Made some notes. I didn't qualify on purpose. Just did some. I just forfeited out. But we do have some notes to work with here, so we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna try and make this as quick as possible and just put my shots on here. Let's see here. So I need my hung high account. And we are going to play a rock. I think, can I get there with a rock? Yeah, so we're going to do a rock, 4-2, this way. So we're just going to do max with arrow. I'm going to take 0.1 off because I'm pulling back. Touch a curl. And I might play, because I played the last one with extra mile, I might play just a touch of OP on this one. And we want to get to around 320 is sort of our mark here. That might be a little further back. Let's see here. Oh wow, 308. So that's really far back. So at 308, we'll make a note there. I think I'll be further up next time, but this will give us something to work with on the slider. Okay, so we're going to play here Kingfisher. I'm going to say that wind is about a +5 wind. And I'm going to play it at, let's see here, at so 4 5. I'm going to play it at 57% from 308. I'm going to go 3 back and 1 right. We'll see how this works out. Sort of a, I'm going to play a little more. That looks a little glitchy there. Fucking always running out of time. Never enough time.
Perfect shot.
Okay, so I'm not sure what to think of that. It went in, but I didn't like it. What I didn't like about it was that I had to put more backspin on, and I think that might be the angle. So I think next time I'm going to play a little more curl on my tee shot, which will give us the same yardage meter, but I was able to play 3 backspin last time, no problem. If you notice there when I played 4, I was getting a little of a glitchy ball guide, and because it was landing a bit on the fringe. So I played it a bit forward. But so I'll just give you, so you can write down. So if you haven't worked with the slider before, so for every yard equals 2% on the slider. So what I had written down was 320 was 33% at +5, okay? So the 308, since I'm 12 yards further, okay, because further from the hole, so I add 24% to the 33, which gave me 57%, and that's what I was working off there. I think this hole will be really important. There's not many holes to get drops. There's this one, there's hole 6, and the other, like, I don't think there's any really holes to blow up on either if you play normal. 18, you know, if you do something stupid, you can get into trouble. I think you just go for the eagle there. So I think 1 and 6 are the important holes. So we'll go to the next. Okay, so for hole 2, we haven't got this one yet. So I'm going to go 4 down and 1 left, and I'm going to put this in at 2, 6. Our arrow is sort of over here, so I'm going to play +5 with arrow in sort of that direction. And I'm going to play max minus 0.2, which will end up being about mid. Oops, so 4 down, 1 left, right at it. And of course, hit great right again. I haven't hit fucking perfect yet on this hole. Taken way too much time, too. So, hard to tell. The great right with this Goliath, I don't know. This is still a work in progress, so If anyone is thinking this, make sure you let us know so we can try your shot out. We'll go to the next. Okay, so for this hole here, there's a couple different ways to play this. I'm going max left here with one top spin, and I'm going to come back a bit. I'm going to try this at about the +4 mark there with this rock 4. And my idea is if you go too far, you're going to be hitting a long iron. If you'd prefer to hit a long iron, then go for it. I want to be hitting my sniper. So I'm going to play this max with arrow, about 3-3, something like that. And I'm not going to try and be fancy and curl it around or anything like that. So hopefully I'll be around the 304 mark, 308. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. And we're going to be right in the min of our sniper. And we'll go from there. The sniper I have is sniper 6, so we don't have the greatest ball guide, but we're trying to get the numbers down. Once we get real close once, then we'll get it. The last time I blew it by, so we're going to try and take it a little more easy this time. Okay, so there's our min, is right there. So I'm going to try this with 2 backspin. That bounce just over the rough line. I'm going right at it here. So let's try something like that. So 2-7 in that range there. And we're right in the min. So we're going to play a 2-4. Fuck. Ah, I can't believe I'm fucking this up. Just a spaz play. I had to push up a little further. So I took power off. Okay, so I like that. So the mistake on this hole was driving it too far. So what did I line up? I think it was the +4 mark. So let's see here. So we're going to play at rock 4. So if you've got a rock with more power than this one, you want to probably be at like the +0 mark or something. I don't see any advantage at all to being further there. So I'm going to say playing it at the +0 mark. I knew I was close to the min. I didn't think I was that close. So that's my mistake. And then I had to underpower sort of. So rock 4 +0 marker and whatever club it is, but just making sure you play back and then have a sniper in. That's was a bad play on my part. And the weight to me looked like I needed one more backspin. So I played 2 back. So next time I'm going to play 3 back with ball on fringe. Or ball guide, second bounce on fringe. And that's the note I'm going to make on that one. Okay, off to the next. Okay, so hole 4, I'm going with navigator. I believe around blue ring here to rough line. I'm going to go half a backspin. And sort of go right at it. I'm not sure yet. The green here is a little glitchy. See how it fucks around there. So I'm going to look at it that way. Blue ring a little in the rough. It seems like the fucking time is just going so fast on me all the time. So I just played straight up mid for now, and we'll see how this works out. Okay, so who knows, because that's strange. The last account, I played half a backspin and I went just past the hole, so it seemed like good weight. So that means maybe let's see, a quarter of a backspin maybe, or a sliver. I'm going to put that in there, quarter. Either that or play it higher up. I played blue ring just sort of in the rough, so maybe red ring to rough. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll leave the half backspin. I'm going to put red ring to rough. And we'll try that out. Red ring to rough. So all I did was put the wind in and just went with the mid number. Okay, so hole 5, I'm going to try something different here. Is I'm going to play with a power 5 ball. And I'm going to go only 3 topspin off the tee. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to hit my sniper on the next shot. If you have a horizon, I tried a horizon on the last one, and that's a fine shot, but I want to see if I have a chance at possibly getting this one dialed in. So I'm going to give this one shot and one shot only. If it doesn't work, I'll just go back to the other. So I'm totally in a min situation here. Probably should have played the power shot over it. I'm just going to take a little power off. You do not want to go too far off the tee here because the trees will be in your way on your next. So that's pretty good, hopefully. Slow down. And we'll see if we got a shot with the power 5 ball with a sniper. If not, I'm just going to go back to the Titan horizon. Alright, so let's see here. See, it looks like it's still not enough. So I'm going to go back on the next one. The horizon, has a decent ball guide and it's got more power. You don't have to burn a ball if you don't want it. So I'm just going to try and sort of line this up. Something maybe a bit like that. So 4-3 this way. So it's about 5-4. Gonna spin her and turn it back and then pull up that 5 rings roughly that I needed and just play it straight up. Perfect shot. Whoa, came in hot there. Okay, so that's good to know. So the ball, this hole's always been a challenge to, it looks like the ball guide, you need it just to get on the front. There's a ridge you can see there in the middle of the green. You just want to be sort of trickling over that. So I would assume coming in from the left with a little right curl might be the shot. Where I landed there, it landed sort of on the hump and came in real hot. So, and you can see, to me, it looks like this hole is uphill because you can't see the bottom of the pin. So it might be interesting to play like a -10 on this shot here. Something to think about. Okay, so hole 6, I think, is extremely important hole. I'm going to play this with a power 4, and the reason is because I want to play with a rock. If you're just playing an extra mile or whatever your normal driver is, I did this shot with a Titan and an extra mile 5, I think. And I'm playing 2 backspin and with the ball guide bouncing in the rough line where this guy is. Now the reason the one account I hit that perfect and it was perfect. The other account I hit a great left with the same exact thing and it went in the bunker. It didn't quite make it over because of the loss of power. So I'm going to try it with the rock with a power 4. And the reason is to, if I do hit it great for some reason, that I should still be able to roll out. Like it won't take that as much power off with the better accuracy. So I'm going to go max right with 2 back. And then see that, let's see here. So this is interesting. So right there, see that just in the middle of that rough is what I want. Okay, and then I'm going to play 2-3 at +10 is 2 rings. Let's see how this works out. Okay, so we didn't see it, but it must have just clipped that rough like we wanted and rolled out here. This will be a really important hole, I think, because there's just not that many drops on this course. So just don't make mistakes. If you can get one, get six. Hopefully we can get two dialed in, that par three. Let's see, coming in here, maybe hole 7. But I don't see dropping, well, maybe 8. We'll see about 8. But I think 1 and 6 are our best chance at drops, and they'll be really important to make them. Okay, for hole 7, I tried the rough bump a couple times, and it's glitchy. So I'm going to go back to this pad shot. I tried to, I thought there might be a rough bump available here. So this is my first crack sort of at this shot. So I'm going to play 1 left to offset the wind. I'm going to play 4 back. I'm going to play that second bounce on the fringe line. I'm going to try and line this right up. That looks pretty good. So 2, 4 with the wind arrow. Out into there. And I'm going to play it mid 1, 2. That's so annoying. That was my only crack at this shot. So, let's see here. If I had have hit perfect, I think I still would have went right. It's hard to tell with these lower level Goliaths. So I would say I'm pretty sure I still would have been a bit right of the hole there. So that's going to be a little bit of work in progress. If anyone's getting these drops, make sure you send it to me, and then, we could work together and try and get these shots down. Okay, so for this hole here, we're going to play a rock off the tee here. And I'm going to play 1 topspin only with max right with a Titan. And the Titan is for the second shot, so we can try and get into rough bump range with the Goliath. I'm going to play red ring to left rough, and about a ring in, like over the bottom rough there, about a ring sort of in. Something like that. Okay, and then we're just going to play 3/8 with arrow. So since we're pulling back, I'll take 0.1 off, so about 3, 4. And hopefully this gets us down to about the 305 mark. Oh, that's going to be further back, so I'd say this about 300 maybe. Okay, perfect. So hopefully our Goliath reaches from here. It's going to be tight. Okay, so we were 300. So this is going to be about, I'm going to say max plus 0.2. So 2, 3 with arrow. Oh no, I'm not going to use the arrow. What am I doing? 2, 3. So we're going to play it 1, 5. We're going to go about 0.8 back and a little to the left. Oh, that's going to be too much. Okay, I don't have time to do the proper adjustment. This is going to go by the hole, I think. Well, not bad. So that's something to work with there. So once we get a drop, we'll know from our yardages, writing them down. So I've hit now 300, 302, and 305. So I could have pushed up a touch more from the drive. I've got to get playing faster. I'm running out of time. Each hole is trying to explain what I'm doing. So if someone's playing that shot, let me know if you're getting a drop and what spin you're playing. What I've got written down, was 0.8 down and 0.2 left.
Perfect shot.
And I might have, I don't know, the pull, I'm not sure. So I think that this hole might actually be better played. I have to try, see if we can reach with a katana. We're almost in the max there. I'm not sure. Okay, so this hole, I'm gonna try something funky. I'm gonna go with a power 5 ball and a big topper, and I'm gonna try and play a power hook with the big topper. So I'm gonna go, let's see here, I'm gonna blue ring to rough when I'm stretched out here. And then I'm gonna adjust 10 rings. So from there, I'm gonna go 10 right across. Let's see here how this will work out. I'm taking a chance because this is going to be the only way to get an extra on this hole, a chance. Okay, so that wasn't the worst ever. I think I can reach. I was tempted to put an Amazon in the bag in case that happened. So now we know, so I played blue ring to that left rough, so now we know about white ring and make the same shot, and I bet that'll come up the fairway. I wanted to give this a chance, and I put a Saturn in the bag because this hole is not conducive at all to a rough bump or anything. It's actually a tough green, but maybe a backspin shot will be the way to get this in the end. If you don't have a good roughing iron and you want to play the shot, put an Amazon if you got one in the bag. I'm hoping that I can reach here with my Nirvana. Should be okay. I have a Nirvana 4. Yeah, so that looks like I'm sort of safe here. So I think it's worth taking the risk because you can't, when you're coming in the safety shot with like a QB and then a big dog, I just don't think, one sec here, I just think this is going to be the way to make sure you don't hit a shitty second shot. And then also, you might have a chance to sink this. If we can get it on the fairway every time, we might be able to dial in a Saturn by the time Sunday rolls around here. So let's see. So this shot plays pretty simple, and that's just going to roll back towards the hole. So if you've got an okay roughing iron, so if you've got a low-level roughing iron, make sure you don't have a razor in the bag or something with low yardage. If you don't have a better Nirvana, get an Amazon in the bag. You don't need the ball guide. You just want to bounce it onto the green on your second. And I think this will be the way to play this hole. So I went blue ring to the left rough with the big topper, and then I moved it over 10 rings and played the power slice. So I would suggest doing white ring to rough line there, move it over 10 and do that, and that'll get you more right and hopefully in the fairway. So hopefully, oh, nice shot for this guy. So hopefully, you can learn from my mistakes and what I did. Work together. Send me a message if you got some shots, Andrew Russell on Facebook, and we'll do some more tomorrow.